good Catholic, did you say 16 or 19 children?
It's 15 altogether.
15, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
It was good. I purposely pointed that out.
But anyway, he answered the President Lincoln's call, so that tells me that he was a patriotic young man, even though he wasn't born in this country. Incidentally, New York provided more Irish soldiers than any other state in the Union, and a lot of those, of course, came from New York City. And Thomas was from Troy, up near Albany. I want to mention there were 2 Irishmen from Delaware. Delaware's a small state, so we only had 9 regiments in the Civil War, and that's not very many. But at Gettysburg, 2 Irishmen won the Medal of Honor in the 1st Delaware. Another famous Delawarean, Brigadier General Thomas Smythe, S-M-Y-T-H, a lot of people say Smith. He was born in Ireland, as was one of these Medal of Honor winners also was born in Ireland. And he commanded for a short time one of the most famous brigades in the Civil War, which was the Irish Brigade. General Smythe was the last general killed in the Civil War. He was wounded 2 days before the war ended at Appomattox and died the same day that Lee surrendered to Grant. One of my ancestors from Milford, John R. Hobbs, listed about 4 days after Thomas did in 1861. And he listed in the 1st Delaware Militia, and that was the only unit that went off in the beginning of the Civil War. It was a 3-month unit. Most of these units were only for 3 months because they thought the war was going to be short. He was wounded about 3 weeks after Thomas was. Thomas was wounded at Bristol Station, and that was a few days before the second Battle of Bull Run. And John was wounded at Antietam, John Hobbs, and he was wounded a couple more times, once at Gettysburg and once at Petersburg. And he served, he's one of the few people I've come across that enlisted right at the start of the war and was still in the service at the end of the war. The 3 times he was wounded, he spent a total 1 year in the hospitals in New York City, Philadelphia, Wilmington, Baltimore, Washington, D.C., and also 2nd Corps Hospital in Petersburg. So this tells you the sacrifice that these guys made for our country. I think that's about it. I may say one other word. On my mother's side of the family, my great-great-grandmother was named Fitzgerald, okay? So that means I got a little Irish in me.
Yay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, I know the Gaffneys are famous for singing. But I think Marvin's going to help lead us.
Where's our fife player?
Huh? The
Where's
fife
our
player is over here.
I guess we should have brought...
And the words are in the program, so if you would like to...
You have to talk it even if you don't sing it. No, you have to have a sound come from your mouth.
You might be sorry you said that.
If I start singing, I'll become a red.
We'll all be off key, so don't feel bad.
If, I know if you're Irish, you can all sing. I tell you something, we're not going to sing Irish Eyes unless you want to. And maybe, Father, we should have brought the choir over.
Yeah.
We're going to
Loosens
depend
everyone
on
up.
you, Mark. We'll try to help.
Okay, now, raise your hand if you know the battle cry for you.
You know the words?
You guys.
I bet the little guy.
Oh, good.
You know, before we sing the song, the Civil War, or any war, is not all about fighting. You spend more time in the camp of it, marching and drilling. And a lot of these guys thought it was going to be really exciting. North and the South, they couldn't wait to put on a uniform and march off the drill. But then suddenly that all changed. Okay, 600,000 men died. So there were a lot of desertions too on both sides. But they would sit around the campsite at nighttime and sing songs. And this is one of the favorite songs. So, all right. Now, everybody ready?
Ready for
I'm
it?
trying to lead you. I don't know if you've ever heard the song. The fight player ready?
Get us started.
Y'all ready? All right. Maybe you want. How about if can we sing it first one time, just one time first, okay?
Okay.
And then we'll do it again. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We got to hear the.
Number one.
We got to hear the two.
All right. I'm trying. Cry of freedom, and although he may be poor, not a man shall be a slave. Shouting the battle cry of freedom. All right, ready? The Union forever, hurrah, boys, hurrah! Down with the traitor, up with the star. While we rally round the flag, boys, rally once again. Shouting the battle cry of freedom. Ready? All right, here we go. We're going to do it once more. We will welcome to our numbers the loyal, true, and brave. Shouting the battle cry of freedom. And although he may be poor, not a man shall be a slave. Shouting the battle cry of freedom. The Union forever, hurrah, boys, hurrah! Down with the traitor, up with the star. While we rally round the flag, boys, rally once again. Shouting the battle cry of freedom. Give yourself a hand. Huh? You have to turn home and you do it. All right. I thank the 2nd Delaware, and we also had the commander of the General Torbert camp of the Sons of Union Veterans of the Civil War over there. Step forward one pace there, Commander David Pine with the Torbert camp flag.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay? So we appreciate them taking time out of their schedule to be here today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Shoulder, arm.
Oh, the second battle.